Hello everyone and welcome back to the Calpac Pack, our extreme niche challenge, now over 260 days into this challenge, where it appears that just perhaps the Calpacs may be adapting and beginning to settle in to the jungle island. May I present to you, my friends, the brand new hummingbird, completely inappropriately named for what she is, but she is a toxic-bodied Calpac female who has just been born to our wonderful Kaulia and her mate Kiro, and I have to say she completely steals the show. She is not going to be very helpful for being able to do much of anything, to be completely honest, but I do think that she's actually good. Oh, and the berry snout might actually scare enemies now. We might have to actually try that. Oh my gosh. Between our stinky tails, our spikes, and our spots, and our toxic bodies, we may actually survive this island if we don't starve to death first. So let's actually take care of the starving. Last time I talked about it, but it's beginning to kind of develop where our males will probably, for the most part, end up kind of traveling around a tree and being in charge of taking care of various trees as food resources. So that's why we're going to have Manar come down. He and his son can actually work on this tree right over here. I think that now he has no distasteful scent, so we should still have the nichelings who have stinky tails try to roll in the mud so that we don't attract one of the apes that actually can smell really well. And then it appears there's actually fruit to be gathered from one of these trees. Not every tree will let you kick nuts from it, but this is a tree that lets you kick nuts from it, so we're going to have to gather up what we can from it. And over here, Kavi can gather up from this plant at least. So phew, just like that, we have restored a ton of food. Little Nakara can actually also gather up, cracking and collecting. He might need to find a tree of his own to be assigned to, but I think I'm going to have him come over here and try to attack and feed from this big tree, or this plant that's in its fruiting stage instead of its attack stage. And for Kira, I'm going to have her step away from her baby. Rikara has had one baby named Kimi, and she's actually good at collecting things. I don't think that Kimi, with her adorable spiky body, and I think as spiky-bodied babies, they can't get attacked by birds anymore, if I remember correctly. But Rikara, I'm going to scoot you over here to do a little exploring. I don't know if I have enough food for Rikara to actually have another baby, but I really think Kaulia needs to have another baby because they are having some really amazing children. And Nakara, you got sick by being next to your mother, even just for a day, so I'm going to have to really watch out for that. Alright, Kaulia, why don't you come down here? I'm going to have Kiro step over here. If you could please... Okay, dang it, and now she's pregnant, but she's going to get Kiro sick if I don't move her. Ugh. Okay, so she's got to move over. We can always have her, even though she's very sickly, we can have her eat from the healing plants all around us to try to expand how long she can live. Alright, meanwhile, Tyan here is keeping an eye out on the danger zones and kind of exploring along the edges of the island, looking for food resources and looking for anything that can really help the tribe survive along the waterways. So we're doing pretty good. Kiki is our little girl who I think is going to... Okay, she can gather a little bit of food, but she's best at digging. And I think I might have her come up north, and we're going to start really pushing our way back into the north. She's clearing away grass that will never regrow for the very first time, so that's good to see for this tribe. Alright, we've got a few diseases going on, and we've got a big-nosed ape. Oh my goodness. Okay, Javal, roll. And I hope... Oh, he's still covered in the distasteful scent. Curses! Okay, let's see. Okay, he doesn't have berry in his snout, so he can't yell. What if I have Kiki come down here? Let's lick him off so the smell is no longer there, and then she's gonna run up here so that she's hopefully out of the way. We are very low on food, so Kyodra, you need to continue gathering the food. We're gonna have Turtle gather some food with his father. Hopefully that will help out. And then Bandit will actually be able to eat these nuts once he gets old enough. And Coney, let's see. So Coney, she's scentless, she rolled in the mud, and she has medium body. The mud really helps apparently, but if you are covered in that... So now we're scentless over here with Javal. So we really need to roll in the mud whenever we get a chance and just kind of keep an eye on that. And Coney, She's had some really great babies. Does she offer any immunity genes? She has the G immunity and the C, which I don't think... We don't have G anywhere. And I do kind of want her to be able to have a baby with Javal. I may have her come over here. And oh, she can dig right here, thank goodness. And I might have her travel up here and maybe get a chance to have a baby with Javal. Which again, I don't want to have too many babies, but I'm kind of in a conundrum of just keeping everybody fed at this point. Alright, and yeah, Rikari, I'm gonna have you... Oh, she cannot actually feed off of that. My bad. Kimi, you get ready. We're gonna have little hummingbird, who unfortunately has the common cold, being... even the babies! One day! So these two both have... Oh no, Nakar was healthy again! One day next to a sickly mother, and the next thing you know, my babies are like dying. Gonna have to watch out for that. Okay, Kiro, you almost got eaten by a plant. You are so lucky that that came up as a fruiting body. I really need him around too. Alright, and for Toyan, he's gonna do just the very, very barest, careful bit of exploring. He can only see so far, so there's a huge chance that we'll walk right into a deadly plant, but we're working our way. Let's clear a path at least up to those fruiting trees. All right, ape. Okay, so we know that the big-nosed ape is nearby. Looks like he's coming for this wandering female named Lukoana, and we're just gonna have to leave her to her fate. Oh my gosh. She doesn't really have any of the traits that we're going for, so we're just gonna have to, like, unfortunately leave her to her fate. Bandit, you need to roll in the mud. Okay, he's scentless because of his spiky body at the moment, so we should be safe from the big-nosed ape on that side. We're going to grab some food with Kirdra, and then we'll have him work over here to the mud to hopefully hide himself. Let's see. How are we going to work all of this out? And then there is Munar, and he's going to smell. So actually having a partner nicheling right here may actually help out. I should have waited. Why did I not wait? But these two can try to keep each other from having a scent. And they should have rolled in the mud first, which would have, I think, saved them from having any smell. Like, Connie doesn't have a smell, so she can get away while that poor wandering female is pretty much doomed. And then we have Kirdra here, and he wants to have some nimble-fingered dot children. And he's getting a little older. Javal is over here. We still don't have a ton of food, but I wonder, with Javal kind of in danger, we're gonna have Connie come on this side and maybe get pregnant and have her baby and maybe up over by this area. Because if we could settle over here, then we might be able to... We need to start thinking about this in terms of like multi-pronged attacks if this is gonna work. All right, and there is actually a dangerous plant over here that I kind of want to get rid of. Can I get rid of it with Kiki? No. Neither of these two have very much attack, so probably not worth it. Javal is actually going to slip back over here and grab... Yeah, he's going to grab that stinky fruit, and he cleared away that grass that we have actually used for protection for so long. But Kiki, I'm going to have Kiki try to work her way over to this side. We have never sent a nicheling properly over to that side of the island, and I think it is about time. So she's going to come this way. Unfortunately, she's very bad with eyesight. But if we can just bring her over here so that we've got a little bit more of the island covered, that would make me feel better. And then Kavi will gather up this food. Everything is about food gathering at the moment. And he can gather up some of these nuts too. And meanwhile, I think this girl's about to get eaten by this plant. Hang on a second. Okay, so Nakar. How did she get... That's not fair. She doesn't get eaten by the plants. That's totally not fair. Alright, and Kimi, let's see. I don't think we'll breed Rakara anymore, so I'm going to have her come up and just get out of the way for a minute. Her child will come this way. We have a new baby! Nanuta. Let's name him Nuan. And he, let's take a look at you, can crack, can pick, can fight a teensy bit. But otherwise, he also has a spiky body, so if he gets attacked, he can fight back. And Hummingbird needs to heal up, so I'm actually going to have her wiggle this direction so that she can eat this and heal up. And then Kaulia needs to get into this nest and have another baby in a minute. So let's prepare the nest. She could just make a new nest if we really have to be honest. So let's try this. Come on. Okay. New nest. And then I'm going to move Kira over here to finally gather up this food, for crying out loud. All right. And then up here, we have Toyon, who has finally almost worked his way over to this. Look at that tantalizing fruit right there. So he's got some food over there. I think we're spread out enough and maybe numerous enough we can handle this. And with spiky body and toxic body, if we do get nibbled on, there will be consequences. Did you hear me? If we get nibbled on, there will be consequences, okay? Big Nose Ape is right over our head. Ooh, let's take care of everything else first. We had a birth of Seri, who is actually a fighter who can also do a little bit of collecting. She is what we need for the future of this tribe. We're gonna name her Sunrise. I know the names are getting kind of weird, but they're just the ones that are popping straight into my head. And I do take your guys' name suggestions still. Just I'm kind of on an intense moment here. All right, let's gather up some food. There'll be a little bit of food there. We're gonna get a little bit of food here and start clearing the way for future exploring. We're gonna have Hummingbird, who has distasteful scent, Barina claws. She's really good for being one of our like forward expedition nichelings. She's got toxic body, so if something does attack her, they will face the consequences. Let's move Nuon over. He unfortunately already has a cold like his siblings. Kaulia needs to come over here and eat some of the healing plants or else she is about to die. So Kaulia's got to take care of those. All right, now let's move. Okay, so this is now danger plant. We need to make sure somebody with a lot of attack is ready to get it. Can we get some food here? Okay, so he can get some food. This little guy can dig. This guy can grab this nut and then come over here to gather up this food. And we're gonna have Coney wiggle her way in. She's gonna clear a little path, which she has now done, finally, after all this time on this island, with Kiradra right there. And Javal should be, he is currently medium body. Alright, so he's scentless at the moment, and he has disguised his scent with mud. So we'll have him gather this. And he cannot safely enter this zone whatsoever. And Kiki is going to come up here, or over here, I guess. She can go ahead and clear that out of the way so we know that that's a danger plant. And then she'll work her way over here because we have had no one go there, and I really need someone to go there. Meanwhile, we are currently smelly. Turtle, our son, will go ahead and try to help us out with that. And let's just run this way. Turtle, I would have loved if you could have run a little bit faster than that, but that's my bad. Please don't get eaten, Turtle. If you do, please attack the smelly ape. Oh, here we go. Okay. Hi. This is just a baby. His name's Bandit. He's got prickle body. You attack me, we attack you. Kaulia! We lost Kaulia! Oh, we didn't heal her enough. Curses. Alright, so Kiro's mate Kaulia is no longer with us, which is such a big pity because, okay, I and A. Yeah, such a big pity. B and I. Yeah, Kiro cannot have babies with any of the children currently present. However, Kimi could possibly have children. B and I. Well, all of it's a risk at this point, to be completely honest. So what we're going to do now is just focus on getting each one of the trees that we can isolated for being able to just sit next to and gather tons of food. Let's start on the outer edges though with Kiki and just have her continue to push her way towards this one. And then over here, I'm going to go ahead and have Coney clean off. Oh, she should not have cleaned off the scent yet. All right, let's have this guy gather up the food. She's going to clean off the scent so that hopefully he won't smell to the big nose ape and scooch that away. We're going to have Bandit, little baby Bandit. Is that a danger plant? That's a danger plant. That's about as far as Bandit can move. I'm sorry, Bandit. And then Kavi is going to have to be very careful. There's one patch of mud over there. I'm gonna have Kavi, and this is a terrible, horrific, awful, bad danger plant that we need multiple help with, like, conquering. Do we have some? Kimi can actually do a lot of attack. I'm gonna have Kimi come up here. We do have a danger plant over here, but I may have Kimi actually help us out with it. So we're gonna start taking out these red plants in tag team effort, and then hopefully they'll grow back safe for us to harvest from. I think that's better than just like never touching them and leaving them there. So we're gonna try to take out the red plants and make the trees safe to eat from. And Hummingbird can actually help with that because she's got such powerful attack. And there's a mud puddle right over here we might want to splash around in. All right, and Nuon can actually go near trees and he can collect as well. So I might try to send him this direction now that he's a little older. We might have him like destroy some nest and just help out here for a minute. Kiro's going to gather up this food. Sunrise is going to come up this way. She's also a good attacker. So we may start focusing our attackers on trying to defend and maybe yell with that Barina snout whenever an ape comes near us. But otherwise, and she wants to have spots. We need to make sure anybody who does not have dots will pass on dots, because that's pretty darn important. And that is something we're actually allowed to work with. And then I guess anybody without spiky body or toxic body needs to have either. And most all of the babies in this current generation will make whoever decides to try to eat them suffer for their insolence. So that's a good thing. All right, down here we have the father-son pair, and Turtle will need to free his father if we get eaten by this plant. Also, well, let's gather up the food, I guess, and then get that, clear this, and then maybe we can have Munar and Turtle clear out this danger plant next time. Next time being literally the next like day we do anything. All right, and meanwhile, Javal has been kind of stuck here because he's surrounded by danger plants, and I'm gonna have him come this way. I feel so bad for Bandit, but hopefully, all right, Bandit, you teach that ape what for. Okay, Bandit's now bleeding. Why is the big nose ape? Curses! He should have taken some damage. That was the whole point of having spiky body, wasn't it? Deals damage when interacting, eh? Then shouldn't we have interact damaged on the ape? That's not fair. That's literally why I got him. That's literally why I gave him the ability to have spiky body. That's totally not fair. Like, and he can't attack or anything. That's not cool. That's not cool for Bandit. That's utter nonsense. And now Bandit's gonna die. All right, that in my opinion, that should be like a bug feature. I'm reporting that. Meh. How dare they? How dare they eat my precious Bandit? All right, and let's come back here with Kiki. Now, I'm really upset actually, because I would have thought that I had properly defended my entire tribe by decking them out in spikes to at least retaliate when they get attacked, but it didn't happen. Huh. All right, Coney, you're gonna come this way, and I'm gonna have you come over here and roll in the mud. I'm going to have Hydra gather up some food and pop over here to roll in the mud and also be licked by you so that he will not get eaten by the ape. Kavi, you go ahead. He's got some attack, and it's not like he's gonna do much else with his life, so I'm gonna have him gather this food and just get ready for the attack if he needs to be. All right, and then we were gonna save this plant, so Kimi, you're gonna get snagged, but don't worry, Hummingbird is right here. Excuse me. Jeez Louise, that shouldn't have used up so many. There's a big ear ape coming, unfortunately, but Kimi's fine even though she got snagged by the plant, because we planned that so that we can try to get rid of those plants. And then let's actually have, I leave some of the plants so that we know it's safe to come down here. Nuon, let's get you over here. Sunrise, let's get you coated just in case. And then your father, Kiro, is going to come on over and start trying to lead you guys into the jungle. Okay. Gather up some fruit. Man, here I worked so hard so that we could try to make sure that we had spiky body and could retaliate if we got attacked. And it didn't work. That's what I have to say to that. Also, I thought Munar, oh, he had a leech and his toxic body made the leech just fall right off. Oh my gosh. That is hilarious. All right, your dad will help you out. I know I said that we were going to go ahead and try to like take out this plant, but you know what? You guys need to gather that food. I think this is like the most food we have ever had on this island, to be honest. Bandit, forgive me. I am really perplexed and extremely annoyed because you should be giving that big-nosed ape some damage. That's 100% something I'm gonna like report. Big-eared ape is here because I somehow, in my brilliance, decided it was a good idea to step on some sticks. It wasn't a good idea, for the record. We're gonna have Coney run for it. She's gonna run for it right back here, set up her nest, have her baby, hopefully survive long enough. We're gonna go ahead and maybe we'll have Kirida call? Why not? We'll have him call. Maybe we'll summon somebody cool to be able to be mates with in the future. Kimi, I may have you get eaten again so that we can clear out another plant, as horrible as that sounds. But you have had some salvation because this plant is right here and it'll have a little bit of food. Let's see. And then we'll reveal this spot so that we don't get eaten again. And I'm gonna have Hummingbird. Oh, what? And Hummingbird gets hurt from licking off what? A spiky body nicheling. This is not fair. Apes, you deserve the end of yourselves, if you ask me, from this naughty behavior. Bandit just literally cannot get away because he's also got short-sighted eyes. Really sorry for him right now. Really immensely sorry for him. And Kiki can come over and destroy this plant and get a little bit of food and maybe do a little bit of exploring. I'm going to try to have her explore over to the river, and we may make the river... Ooh, look at all this danger zone. We may make the river a common point of travel. So let's have Turtle come over here. You know what? I'm going to have his dad come over to you, and they're just going to like dive into the water to swim away if danger comes this way. And then we're going to have Kavi just fight for it if he can. All right. Well, we're actually making a little bit of progress. I know it doesn't seem like it, but we truly are. Hero, you go ahead and clear that spot. We'll go ahead and send Sunrise ahead. And then Nuon, we'll have you come over and maybe... Okay, and Hero, do you smell anything for food? I don't. Let's have him clear out some of the grass around him. All right, good. So yeah, we're blazing a little path through here so that we can actually access some of the surrounding area. And Toyan has been doing a great job of doing that too. So we're clearing away the grass for the first time in jungle places that we have not before. I'm still immensely irate that we are being nibbled on by the apes. I find that so unfair in context of everything that's going on. And let's go ahead, but look at how much food we have for the first time. I think we're beginning to discover what it takes. Why did you leave Bandit alone for like 1 minute, you jerk? All right, I'm gonna have to ask about like why the spiky body is not helping us. And Kirda just cannot do anything, but we have Koana Ana born these trying moments. Hopefully she'll be able to do something. But we're actually managing to do a little exploring. I may want to bring Hummingbird and Turtle? No. I may want to start figuring out what pairs we want. But we are starting to do a little exploring. I'm just a little frustrated because my spiky body plan has completely fallen apart on me. And now I have to wonder if spiky body failed at hurting and repelling the apes, then... what else is there? What else could we possibly do other than just straight head-on attacking them non-stop? So I think we may have to return to the immense strength of the Calpac pack and just have everybody who can, like all of our 8 attackers, come down on those apes like no tomorrow, or just keep clearing away the plants so that we can safely flee from spot to spot. So all right, we'll start with clearing away the spooky, scary plants, and then we'll think about taking on the apes. But between all of our toxic-bodied nichelings and everything else, I think we're beginning to get it, guys. Not bad. Not bad.